Last time on Final Fantasy 16, we finished up helping out around Valisthea, returned to the hideaway, found Joshua awake, and got bad news about Canva. And of course, story progress means side quest progress, so we picked up more side quests too.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Don't sound very appetizing, do they?
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Easy
Dragon
enough.
livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver.
Okay, that's fine.
But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's
can deal
bonnet
with that.
in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish
Oh
is
god,
complete.
Hippocrates. I mean, it's just a wyvern or two, right? What could happen? Surely it's not dangerous, right?
It seems the hideaway has lost its...
Garum.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're
You
doing good trade, then? Both in
so damn
and
suspicious, Clive.
out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
There we go.
Asking. Out of interest.
No one's gonna believe you,
All
Clive.
right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence?
This is
do ya?
exactly how I thought it would go.
Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course.
No, not really.
Good day.
I assume Goop's now gonna want me to go to Dalamil and find out who's spreading the rumors, etc., etc.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear.
Yeah, that's a way of
While it
phrasing it.
sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
Probably
No.
rip them off.
It's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out.
Thought so.
That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me,
Hold
isn't it,
it.
Clive?
So called it.
I suppose it is.
It was so obvious that was going to be the case.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
I mean, yeah, he was. But only because he jumped in the way.
You hear me? What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You broke them. Little kids.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No.
Oh, now
course
you
it
can
isn't.
act.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a Ninjaneer.
Miss Middledore
Engineer.
said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
Sid.
About
Why, that's
that.
mean.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You're kind of
You
wrong
three
there.
need
The
to
heavy
learn to
thing
take
needs to go to the top
responsibility
so
for
it
your
can be
actions.
weighted properly.
So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
We're gonna actually fix it as a puzzle.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Middledor's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Best of Sid is in session.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride
You're
one
getting
day?
distracted.
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
The pants.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
No, he wouldn't.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
The last item, the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledore's dungeon is full of them.
It's not a
Once for a
dungeon.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
It's actually doing a
Well,
good job of
obviously
teaching
you need to
him.
start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the
Heirs.
future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
We're missing a piece.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
What are those looks for? We didn't forget about it. We left it for you to figure out. Smarmy little kids. How dare they look at me like that? I am the lord of this hideaway. And I just gave them a great lesson. I assume we need to go turn this back into Miss Shirley, right?
There's a
There you
storm
are.
coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the
It
children
was
are properly
surprisingly
punished.
good with them.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She hasn't?
She
She's
told me
in
it was because
Canberra
her
right now?
studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her
War
heirs.
is generally bad.
She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
Quest complete. Okay. So. Oh. We're not going to be able to go take on those other quests until we do some main story. Okay. Is it just going to be arriving here and then we can go away? That's happened a few times before. Central Dalmatia. We have chocobos. Why aren't we using them? Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Yeah,
Good boy.
Yes, good. We can move. So, we've got a quest to pick up here. We've got Dalamel to do. We're gonna head over to Northreach first and deal with that one. And then we'll head to Martha's Rest, and then Dalamel.
Like a little unrest.
And we have to make it through the town manually because no waypoints on the other side.
You needn't.
Yeah, best way out is just follow the road here.
To the meadows then.
So we're looking for a blue wyvern in particular.
Come on.
As opposed to those red ones we can see over
Faster.
there.
Socrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Yeah, sorry Wolfhound, but you're in the way. That felt mean, but... Okay, done. I see some Akashic Chocobos, that's not what I want to see. That would be the dragon.
This must be our wyvern. All right.
Come
Let's
on.
get this over with.
Perfect. Straight in the couch. Into aerial blast. Into Urban Fury. Giga Flare. Flare Breath. you got some damage. That's okay though. We got you mostly down. It's fine. I'm not even worried. I've got plenty of potions now, and they're not doing that much damage. Not like it's Big Brother one. Okay, Wyvern done, which means we just need to get the flower.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
I was expecting that bigger circle to be the flowers, not the wyvern, but... Oh look, there's the flowers that we need. There we go. 5. Please pick the damn flowers.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Yeah, we're not going to do that just yet. Next up, Martha's Rest. Where is our uncle's manservant? There he is.
My lord Marquis, it is you? Then you received my letter.
That we did.
I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray.
Don't say.
The subsequent
it's almost like that was
darkening of the
expected.
heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate.
He does he?
Is determined to see it set in motion.
Does it involve throwing money at it?
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
That sounds like something that's going to be in here. But it's not. Okay.
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose...
Yeah, okay. I was thinking Republic of Dalmatia.
Yep. Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Well, I'm glad I came here before going to Dalamel then. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up for now. Next time on Final Fantasy 16, we're gonna head to Dalamel and then back towards Northreach, I guess. See you then.